In the heart of the Arizona desert, where no sea has touched for millions of years, lies a wave that doesn't move. The wave, sculpted not by water, but by time, wind, and silence. Its sandstone ridges ripple like frozen surf, curved by unseen fingers. And yet, this place feels more alive than any shore. How did this surreal formation come to be? And why is it so fiercely protected? 270 million years ago, this region was a sea of dunes, sculpted by prehistoric winds. Over time, these shifting sands hardened into Navajo sandstone, layer upon layer, compressed and mineralized, until they held their shape like a cast of time itself. The lines you see are the whispering echoes of desert winds. A million storms frozen in stone. The real artist here isn't a person, it's wind. Over millions of years, soft sandstone was etched, grain by grain. Wind caught the edges, deepened the ridges, and sharpened the curves. Rain joined in, shaping tiny canyons with rare desert floods. Together, they formed something impossibly fluid from something impossibly still. You can't just walk into the wave. Only 64 people are allowed each day, chosen by lottery. It's not a gimmick. It's preservation. The sandstone is delicate, brittle, easily damaged. Too many footsteps, and the past would vanish. So this masterpiece remains exclusive because it's too rare to risk. Walking here feels like trespassing in a gallery nature didn't mean to open. Every swirl is a sculpture, every shadow a painting in motion. There's no plaque, no artist name, just color, silence, and wind. And unlike most art, this piece changes slightly every year. It's alive in its stillness, unfinished, yet eternal. Over 200,000 people apply each year to see the wave. Only a fraction make it, and most never will. It's a digital lottery, or an in-person draw if you're in Kanab, Utah. Winning feels like a golden ticket, but stepping into the formation feels like walking through a mirage. You didn't just get lucky, you earned a memory etched in stone. Red, orange, gold, the hues aren't painted. They're born from iron, manganese, and ancient pressure. Each swirl reveals the Earth's chemistry, oxidized, compressed, revealed. A cross-section of deep time, displayed in ribbons of color. Some rocks even shift shades, depending on the time of day. It's geology, yes, but it looks like abstract art. The wave isn't the only wonder in the Navajo Sandstone Formation. It's part of a grand desert puzzle, full of arches, domes, and fossil dunes. You're not just walking through one formation. You're stepping into the remains of an entire Jurassic landscape. This rock has recorded more time than most libraries. Its memory is wind-written. Nature giveth, and nature reclaims. Even now, tiny fragments of the wave chip away each year. A harsh storm. A careless boot. Even air can erode what took eons to form. Preserving it means limiting ourselves. Because to love something this fragile is to leave it untouched. Every viral photo, every travel blog, brings more eyes to the wave. And with attention comes danger. Too many footsteps, too much fame. And this miracle could erode faster than ever intended. It's the paradox of beauty. We crave to see it up close. But maybe, just maybe, it's more powerful from afar. There are no signs telling you where to go. No fences to guide your feet. The Bureau of Land Management chose silence over structure. So nature could speak freely. Here your compass is instinct. And the path is yours to draw, not follow. There is no soundstage here. Yet somehow, the wave plays a melody. The curves catch the wind just right. A low hum, a whisper, a breath of movement in the stillness. It's the sound of nothing. and yet it feels louder than any city. Sunlight doesn't just light the wave. It paints it. Every hour reshapes its mood, with shadows that carve new stories on familiar stone. At dawn, it glows like fire. By noon, it hardens like bronze. And near dusk, it softens into silk. To reach the wave, there's no paved road. Just 6 miles of desert, each step hotter than the last. No shade, no water. Temperatures soar past 100 degrees F in summer. It's beautiful, but it's also dangerous. Nature demands respect before it reveals its masterpiece. We want access to the world's wonders. But does wanting mean we deserve it? The wave tests more than your body. It tests your intent. Would you still go if no one could see your photos? Because some places exist not for performance, but for presence. In the wave, time doesn't move forward. It flows sideways, like the lines in the stone. Each ridge is a ripple of geologic memory. Each swirl, a frozen gust from an ancient windstorm. It feels like you're standing inside a memory. That belongs to the earth, not you. The wave was discovered in the 90s. It always existed. What changed was attention. What was once sacred ground to indigenous people became a photo op. Discovery is often just rediscovery, filtered through new eyes, not new places. Few know this, but the wave has a twin. It's called second wave, just a short hike away. Less photographed, less crowded, but just as surreal. It's a reminder that even in fame's shadow, there's always another wonder waiting quietly nearby. In Kanab, Utah, every morning feels like a ceremony. Hopeful hikers gather at the visitor center. Some pray, some joke. All wait for one number. A single ticket. That could lead to one of Earth's rarest walks. No photo can truly hold the wave. Not its silence, not its scent, not its stillness. Pixels flatten the depth. But your footsteps remember the curve. Some places aren't meant to be captured. They're meant to change you. The wave isn't finished. It never was. Each storm adds a new stroke. Each season, a subtle curve. This is not a monument. It's a motion, frozen mid-step. Nature didn't complete it. It just paused. Navajo sandstone is porous, like a sponge that breathes, drinks, and weathers away. That's why it's so detailed and so delicate. One misplaced hand, one scratch too deep, and an ancient line disappears forever. To protect it is to study it, and to study it is to touch nothing. People leave the wave saying the same thing. It didn't feel real, and yet it stays in the mind like something remembered, like a childhood place you never actually visited. Maybe because it's older than memory, or maybe because some beauty feels inherited, not discovered. There's no rope blocking off the wave, no alarm if you step too close. Only one boundary exists: respect. Every visitor becomes part of the preservation. You are not a tourist here. You're a caretaker. As you leave, don't rush. Turn around just once. The wave will look different from behind, like a painting turned upside down. Because true beauty doesn't follow angles. It changes with you, and waits for you, in silence. For every place like the wave, there are others lost. Worn down, loved too hard. We think beauty is forever. But it's not. Not if we forget to protect it. This isn't just sandstone. It's a warning carved in color. You can't buy this. You can't bottle it or build it. The wave isn't a postcard. It's a pulse, a moment between silence and wind. Its value comes from your restraint, and its future depends on your absence. You don't leave the wave with souvenirs. You leave with stillness, the kind that hums in your chest long after the hike ends. That alters how you see the land and how you treat it. That's the real gift, not a photo, a shift. The wave doesn't crash. It doesn't move. Yet it pulls people in, more powerfully than any tide. Because it's not about water. It's about wonder. And once you've seen it, you carry it like a current forever. The wave is not a secret anymore, but it's still sacred. If you're lucky enough to go, go softly, go wisely. Let your eyes be open, and your impact invisible. And if you never make it, let its story move you anyway. Hit subscribe, and walk with us through the next wonder.